We're live.
We're live.
We're live at 5.
Live. Live and actually with nothing on our minds and no show prep. This sounds normal.
Hey, we have 4 concurrent viewers.
That's you, me, Jen, and Jen, right?
Well, I honestly I think it's me logged in 4 different times
That's awesome.
incorrectly.
Well, pushing the numbers up, dude. I don't care how you get them. Hollywood accounting is a thing.
Yeah. Hey, if they can inflate numbers and do bullshit like that for movies, why can't we do it for our little
Because
slice of
nobody
heaven
cares.
right here?
They
Yeah,
don't care about the
that's true.
stakes. There's no stakes,
Yeah.
man.
No, nobody gives a shit.
So our lives are all fine and everything. How's Rocky?
I have been in contact with Rocky nearly constantly today. He went in very early this morning to have surgery to remove some cancer in his lung. And the takeaway is that this is him after surgery in this picture. So he is already kicking ass.
He already looks like he did before. It's awesome.
Uh, yeah, he looks better. Fucker needs to shave and get a haircut.
I
I
saw the
mean, come
picture.
on now.
I saw his picture and he had dad face, and
Yeah,
that was fast. That was a fast recovery, Rocky.
yeah, that was no.
Strength and honor.
From the information that I got from Kendra, it went about as well as could possibly be. It did not spread, so Rocky is gonna kick this in the balls and be be done with it. So that's a good thing. Um,
Military action.
I would like to say about Rocky's wife, Kendra, if you have not met her, she is a force of nature and a rock.
She is both
So
those things.
she is a
She's
solid
badass.
human. So, holy shit. He's in the chat.
Uh-uh. It's a
Nuh-huh.
fake Rocky, dude. Fake news.
Or it's Kendra posing as Rocky. I don't know.
Or
I just think it is
could
awesome.
be that awful Matt Finch posing as him too. You
Yeah,
never know.
could be. Um, Enjoy it now because this is as close as you're going to get to being a special guest. This is it. We're not going to have you on. Fuck you.
Me? Oh,
No,
good.
no, no,
Good
not
God.
you.
Oh, damn.
No, you're still. Hey, do you guys notice anything strange about my arm other than it looks like a 90-year-old woman's arm?
It is still on your body.
Yeah, no cast.
Shocking. I just figured you'd be out of limbs by now.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, so
So Rocky, way to go, man. If that really is you, and pretend that's you there and not some doppelganger. Way to go, man. Good
yeah,
job.
that is awesome. We're very happy. I don't like to
Yeah.
get super emotional or talk about other people's
This is
business,
why I
but
told you to get a haircut rather than say, way to go for beating that cancer. He said, get a haircut and a shave. That's what Skeeter said.
yeah, god damn it. You
That's what he
hippie.
said. Yeah. Come on, you
So
bum. What are you doing it all day? You just lounging?
so now we're done with this.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
I am going to bring up something in the order of time travel. Stick with me. Stick
I'm
with
here.
me. We're going to science the shit out of this.
I don't like science and shit. Stuff is hard.
Our good buddy, Heath Farndon, has decided 2020 couldn't get any weirder, so he is going to put on a virtual convention.
So everybody can actually see him.
So everybody can see him
It proves he's not a
and
legend like Bigfoot.
and play some games, but I'm interested in this virtual con because I don't want drop bears to get me.
You know what?
Drop bears.
Oh, koala bears?
No, they're drop bears.
What's
They
that?
are, I think they're in the trees and they jump down on you and kill you. And I'm sure they're poisonous and they probably
Probably.
fly.
I think Australia is kind of like, sort of like the reverse Garden of Eden. It's like mythical, and
It's the Garden of Death.
yeah, that's what it is.
Those giant ass spiders that they have that are like
Yeah.
as big as a VW Beetle,
Mhm.
those are not even poisonous. They're just enormous.
But koala bears are all cute, and they have like 4 4 foot claws, man.
And like, doesn't their pee kill you or something?
I don't know. They're delicious with avocado. So
I don't, sounds legitimate as anything else we've said. But yes, this is September 18th and 20th. DunCon 2020 Down
I think you
Under
should do it
Virtual
just to
Con.
watch Australians in their like natural habitat at night.
I
You stay up
think
and see them in the daytime.
I think I've figured out that I will be able to run a game for the convention at night for me, and then it's during the day
In the
for them in
I
the
mean, Doc
future.
Brown. You're free. Freak me out, Doc Brown.
Yeah, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and run the first version of DCC Crypt of the Science Wizard in a time travel scenario in Australia. I can't think of how that could go better.
Well, I can think of how it could go worse.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
those people have no clue.
that's where
Uh,
men are real men still. I think.
yes, yeah, they are
I
actually
wouldn't walk outside there, Rose.
no. Okay, so we're done with that.
Oh,
Now
okay.
we're gonna have we're gonna have a whole mishmash of shit.
Mishmash of shit. I know
You
that
know
one.
those people. Can you see
I
them?
can't see it that well, but I recognize that handsome man anywhere. Oh boy.
This is just gonna get better.
Oh well, I know him. I saw him at the. Never mind. I can't say. Okay, now that one. Okay. Okay, her. All right. He's still injured. All right, there you go. Whoa, man. Where are you getting all these?
I got
Ah,
shit going on everywhere, man.
I recognize that guy.
We have an embarrassment of good people that we know. And I was thinking about it while I was thinking about Rocky in the hospital that we don't talk about our people necessarily enough.
I talk about Alyssa a lot.
Yeah, we should stop talking about her.
Well, what happens when you talk about her enough, she gets more powerful.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. Last Saturday, my lovely wife, one of those develettes down there in the picture, uh, wanted to go on a drive. So I figured, hey,
Don't,
let's get in the car and let's go
don't
for
go
a
there.
drive. So I contacted my buddy, Mr. Jack Cole, or
Ooh,
tried to contact him and said, hey, you going to be home? We're going to drive down to your house. He didn't
no, man,
respond.
COVID.
He didn't respond at all. So,
Well,
whatever.
dude, you just want to see somebody accident prone like you.
No, that is
You're not
that
Jack
is solid.
MF Cole. You're not Jack MF Cole for nothing, dude.
Yeah. So it looks like I think virtual Gen Con is going on right now. Is it? Is it this
I don't know.
weekend? I don't
I
know.
think it's a bad sign for Gen Con that virtual Gen Con is just not that interesting because the spectacle is what made it big. I worry that it loses a lot of luster when you can sit in your living room for it.
You
Online
know,
cons are fun, but ones that rely on the were huge.
you know what I'm looking forward to?
Uh, Frog Out Game Day.
I'm gonna make it flash on the screen.
I can't see it. Tolocon. I know them.
Yep. I'm waiting for TotalCon.
My queen is actually in Tolocon, dude. She tells me what to do.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Actually, that was the last con that I really went to. We went to Texas, and it was very low key because it was more of a hangout without doing a lot.
Yeah.
Tolocon was the last con I went to, and I bought cupcakes, and I really missed those days.
Yeah.
And $600 of stuff at the flea market.
Yeah, no, they have amazing shit. So,
I played
yes.
Alien.
Okay, so check this out. Not only is Rocky in the hospital recovering from lung surgery, he is also the person who knows, yes, Virtual Gen Con is now. He has got his finger on the pulse of the universe.
You know what? I can't hang anymore, man. I'm just not man enough. I
Well,
I just
that
don't have it in me.
that has always been the case.
Yeah, but I
But
have to admit it now. See,
hey,
before I pretend.
I'm going to give you a little bit of credit. Why don't we talk about? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why
I
don't
know
we
that covered.
why don't we talk about that?
Whisper and Venom. I'll quote an exact web page from a contemporary source. It's by some guy you've never heard of whose only skill seems to be self-promotion.
That is a wicked accurate synopsis.
Yeah, at the time it was totally true. And the funny part was I found it so awesome that I put it on the lesser known web page as quotes about me next to the one who said that they thought I was terrible. And I'm like,
Oh,
all right, cool. Text
uh,
box is really terrible.
yeah.
Whisper
Okay.
and Venom.
What? Yes.
Whisper and Venom. Whisper and Venom was I'd always wanted to write a module, heartbreaking thing that I started to do again, first time in gaming for 15, 20 years. Had an idea. And so I worked on that a lot by writing down just a little bit, but thinking about it all the time. By the time I actually sat to do all the writing and finish that up, I had a pretty cohesive story I was really proud of. It was kind of a little kind of dark, a little bit humorous and real different enough to, I think, to stand out. So I thought, well, this is better than just a module. I should make a box set. I like box sets. Don't do that.
You silly simple bitch, you.
Well, I'm glad I did it, but I wouldn't choose to do it that way again.
Now,
So
that's the one that is bigger on the inside than the box,
yes,
correct? Yes.
they both were. And to
Th-
be honest with you, because I was such an optimist, when I had to order the boxes before I got some of the interior packaging. And I measured in my mind and I did all the math calculations, like, I was in Edwin Nigg or something like that. But that was me. But when it came, I pushed it down and only pushed back a little bit. The shrink wrap actually put it together and it allowed it to actually stay in one piece.
Yeah, because I remember opening the box, taking everything out, putting it back in there, and the box only closed halfway. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
It was a trick to get it on there. However, Whisper and Venom, like I said, I was real proud of it. It had a lot of like kind of cool bits that I still think fondly of. And we are going to do it in 5e, come in Necromancer Games. But we're also, Zach, day before yesterday and yesterday, wrote his first 1,000 words of creative content for Frog God in the 6 year or 5 years he's been there.
That that makes my heart so happy.
It made mine kind of happy too,
Now
because
that
the other time
is
I tried, Greg said he didn't like it.
that I am going to dispute that because I know you had a hand in the blight for swords and wizardry, doing some conversion work,
You know,
which fuck all you people, that's creative work too.
yeah,
That
especially
counts.
Swords of Wizardry.
Yeah, because you can't just put mechanics in there. You have to actually describe what happens.
Is it a
So
witch, a magic user, or a cleric, Peter? We don't know.
yeah, there
It's
you
all
go.
contextual.
Yeah. So and I mean, you've spent some time using your Photoshop skills with some maps. I know that for a fact. You still have
Yeah,
that 1,000 yard stare when you talk about those maps.
let's just put it this way: I'm no longer in charge of maps. I passed that baton.
That that
But
is that is wisdom.
I love all that stuff. I think it's all really great. The thing is, there are people around me who are better at everything and those than me. Before there was nobody that was going to do it. It was me. Now that they have people who are really good, Zach does what he's good at, which is basically stare at Matt and tell him I don't like that idea.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why I've had a bunch of our friends who are also small publishers tell me that why don't you just learn how to do stuff yourself? And I'm like, you have met me.
Yeah.
Can you
I saw
imagine?
I saw Skeeter try and do InDesign for the first time for
Can
about
you
6 seconds.
imagine what it would be like? I mean, I would come up with profanity on a hitherto unknown scale.
See, there's some self-awareness. I didn't know what I was getting into when I did Whisper and Venom. And I promised a 6 month delivery from a manuscript that was finished to a completed box set with miniatures, dice, cards, maps, and a couple other things that, oh, tattoos and buttons and all kinds of things that made it fun. But I did it 6 months. I didn't know how, and I wound up being pretty good at it because I had nothing else to do. But I don't recommend it. And I didn't stay with it because I can get to a certain point, but I'll never be as good as the people that were doing that very specifically. So
My best skill in RPGing is I know that people do shit way better than me
yeah,
and
no, it's
and
important.
faster and more efficiently.
I'm glad I did all the pieces so I understand what everybody contributes because it's easy to go, well, that looks easy until you actually do it. But I'm glad also now that we have such talented people around that can make everything awesome. So,
Yeah. No, that's great. So, speaking of that, that is an excellent segue,
okay.
Mr. Zacton Glazerfield.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Tome of Alchemy.
Alchemy. Alchemy actually is written a long time ago by Courtney Campbell. Has been really made very nice and very caught up. And his stuff
Some
was
say thousands of years ago this
no, it,
manuscript started.
it's like someone opened like a trap door outside and like the pharaoh walked out and brought the book. But
I think the first manuscript was actually on a rolled up scroll.
it almost was, but he said it was going to come out. I think the first book that said so was in it was right after Czar, so it was like Senator Kingdom or something like that. Said coming soon. Well, it's here now.
Yes.
No, and
Yes.
actually, it's pretty exciting because Michael Mars Russell and this little fiend, pain in the ass guy, Pax guy, you've heard of him. No, they had a good
I'm
idea.
unfamiliar.
They had a good idea that they were willing to develop to make cards that I found to be actually pretty useful and interesting when they explained it to me. So alchemy card like a deck. But what's better is they actually listened to me when I said, that's great for one Kickstarter, but we should add components and ingredients to other Kickstarters and to other things that happen with Frog God. So you can have a creation system if you're in on this Kickstarter. This is a chance to actually have that and see if you like it. But for example, in Towal, which is coming soon because Tom Knaus wrote a wonderful Mesoamerican themed book, that one will have some specialist herbalism cards for alchemy creation, just to make sure that people know that Lost Lands has some interesting stuff that you can use to make your character cool. So that was what made me think that their good idea could make this alchemy book important to buy. And so I think everybody will be pleased.
And this has a little thing about book quality. If anybody has ever purchased a book from Frog God, you know Bill is crazy about book quality. He's that is
Crazy about
the
book binding,
top.
especially.
Yeah.
They will not fall apart.
No.
I shot one
Um,
with a 45 with them and it did not fall apart. On the
and
whole,
and
it
this
didn't fall apart.
comes from a lot of us that had, the first edition books. I've still got Dungeon
Arnold.com.
Master Dungeon Master's Guide that's still the binding creaks when you open it. I mean, it's solid. And
Not enough
then
for me.
and then maybe second and third edition the books didn't necessarily hold up quite as well.
And there was a lot of D20 companies that they were able to make the books because it cut the cost about when you
Right.
glue together.
Yeah. And it was not awesome, but these books, I have been associated with Necromancer games and Frog God games and Necromancer games again. But these books are, I mean, when you take a bat to a book and it stays together, A, you're crazy,
I want
and
to make
B,
armor.
that's a solid book.
I'm ready to make armor with it. So,
Terry, what's happening?
anyways, I think it's a cool one. We also launched Bill Webb's 1975, which used to be in Roman numerals, which makes no sense, is impossible to explain, is now 1975 in Arabic that you can read. It was his introductory adventure to Swords of Wizardry, and it's been printed many, many times, but not in color. And this is a chance to get a really nice copy of it. It was kind of we like to do this for the fans of the book. They'd like to have a nice new one because I've been in print for a while. And it came out beautifully. Michael Sergos did the cover, and it's a fun book. And if you never played it or don't have a print copy, it is worth picking up.
I have run it.
I have seen, I mean, we gave like 500 of them to schools. This has been out for and played probably As much Wizard's Amulet and Freya might be the only two played more than this one.
Yeah. I have given these books to schools.
I think, and it's a great one to start with. It really is. And Bill is very, very creative and very, very into puzzles. And the part of the games I think sometimes gets lost. And 1975 just oozes that kind of old school feel.
Yeah,
So,
it's awesome. So let's continue with our friends and associates of Frog God Games. You know these people.
oh yeah, I do know those people. And you know what I know about them? They are smarter than me.
I recently had the opportunity to be interviewed
See, and
on
they proved they're
this
smarter than you,
show,
huh?
and as as seems natural, it went completely off the rails,
I don't blame you.
and we talked mostly about MMA.
You know, I am just not even shocked at all that you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, who would have guessed?
I could kind of guess.
Uh,
I get the best Chinese food recipes and recommendations in my feed. It's the greatest thing ever. So,
yeah.
and Brandon, I played a game with him and Alice on stream.
Yeah.
It was wild. It
Oh, I
was
bet. Yeah, I got invited to play games a couple of times and I couldn't do it, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for another invite.
well. Moon Daughter's Fate is the title of the module that Alice wrote for us. That is very good, and we're working. The timing of it's going to be a little later in the year, but very pleased. But Alice did me a solid favor 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. We needed someone to do a quick sensitivity read of some of the creatures that we had for the Tome 2020 because they had some influence from Asian cultures, and we don't know much except what we saw on 80s TV, right?
Right.
She went through and read it and gave it one of the best like returns and turnarounds to give us good information that I've had. And it was great.
That's
And
fantastic.
no, it was. And the funniest part of all of it was she was apologizing in the text, like, "Well, if this is too much, then I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh, my God, you've done great." So anyway, thanks, Alice.
Yeah. No, she was great. I
Brandon,
had
never mind then.
yeah, I had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Well, Ben Barsh like abandoned us. Ben Barsh kicked Frog out of the curb. He was like, "I don't need you guys anymore. I don't
Well,
care." And we're like, "No, don't do that." And he left.
nobody
So
cares
luckily we
about
had
that
someone
guy.
that would be cool to talk to.
He's all super cool doing his own stuff
His
now.
own stuff.
He doesn't have time for anybody else.
Has-beens, no time for has-beens. I get it.
Yeah. So let's talk about this guy.
Dude, I don't want to talk about people that are Rikers, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, look at that look on his face. He is he is creating art on human skin. I'm
Okay,
certain of it.
I want to clarify this real quickly. I literally was just texting him before the show started.
Oh,
That is Kafir the Cave Geek. I met him at Gary Con and I was amazed at what he did because I would have never thought in a million years. Fantasy
oh,
mapping.
look, he's all mad in the chat. Oh, screw
Is he?
you. Ah ha ha ha. I have a show.
I have show I do more things, more talented stuff than you guys do all year. True.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
when he
we
told me
have a
what it was,
show because we can't do anything else.
I was standing there like on Wednesday, and Bill Webb comes back and goes, "I found the coolest thing." I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'm into
Yeah.
that." But he finds that all the time. But he took me to Kafir's booth, and it was really awesome. I'm like, I've never seen or thought of anything like it. And what he does is he makes fantasy maps on hides that he treats him, that he's treating himself, and they're really done with all the technology that somebody who actually lived in the 200,000s.
Yeah, it was crazy seeing his booth because I'm looking at it and I'm going because the maps are textured.
Yeah,
So
not with an overlay of 25% with texture.
yeah, it was wild. It was an incredible thing to see. So
So, but anyway, but we met him, and Bill invited him to lunch, and we wound up eating lunch with Luke when he flipped you off.
yes,
It was like all these cool people, and like all these people here. His still has the most interesting backstory here. So it was awesome.
yeah,
So if you like cool and interesting maps, I know he's made some of these for Roll20. No one has something like that you've played in their game.
yeah. I mean this stuff is crazy. Go by his site. and check some of this stuff
And he's got
out.
a Twitch stream, and sometimes he makes maps that he can't, sell publicly because they are not things you could do that with. But he takes commission from people who can legally do such things. And he did the map of Numenor, which was awesome. And he did the map of Middle Earth, but he's done,
Yeah, nobody cares about that. I'm looking at this Goonies map.
yeah, the IP man. No, he's done a bunch of great ones like that. The thing is that my wife, who was not a nerd 5 years ago, we have 3 of his maps that we framed, and they look really nice. They're beautiful. So I
That's
recommend this guy.
that is fantastic. Free
I'm
shipping
sorry, my
on
wife
orders
misbehaved in
over
the chat.
$100. Nice. Okay, we're gonna continue the art theme for
All
right
right,
now.
what next? Is it wonky? Oh, it's Ed. Right on.
We're going to Ed. So I'm looking through this, and I am a huge fan of Ed's stuff.
Does he have
As
skulls inside of spacesuits?
Yep, I mean
I
right
knew it.
there. So and he's got Metal Robot, and he's doing a project with uh, Levi Combs, which I think is
Uh-oh.
just going to hinder him because Levi
Well, I
does
tell you
doesn't
what.
get anything done.
Listen, I talked to him the other day too. Be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Ed Bigford, you're a good guy. Watch out for Levi.
Yeah, shady character.
Not shady.
So
He's just busy.
I'm looking at this site, and there's a button over here that you can't see it on the screen that says resume. And it took me a minute, and I was like, no,
Video.
that says resume.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I clicked on resume, and this is what it popped up. Ed Bickford, summary, professional illustrator. That has just fuck you, buy my stuff
Oh yeah.
written all over it, and
It's
I
like
love it.
you come look at it. It's like mic drop. You're waiting for it to load.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. All
It's
right.
it's it's this little robot guy doing, yeah, rock on, buy my stuff, shut up, get out of here.
I think the
It's like
term is what a Chad, man.
hey man, if you kick some sand on me, that would just make it even better.
Pull your swimsuit up and kick sand on you.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
would be
You're
fantastic.
hardcore, Ed Bigford. No, his art is great. It really is.
It
Good stuff.
is. Now we're going to move on to Phil Stone.
Another good artist once again.
This guy, I was on the Wizards of the Couch. Whose monster is it anyway? And before the show even starts, Phil is just working, just sketching, doing some stuff, and he starts
Doing
creating.
better stuff than 99% of people I've ever met in my life will
Yeah.
do. He's just kind of in there.
And then as we're chatting, he just starts whipping out these lines, and I'm like, what is he doing? We're not there yet. Oh shit, I guess we're there. And yeah, I
No,
I can't describe the process of watching him because it was
I
just
can't. It's
insane.
called utter fascination.
Yeah,
You're agog.
I was agog.
See?
Well, yeah, check this shit out. He's got
Now, I
he's
think
got
that
books and shirts and all kinds of stuff.
I wish that was like commercially licensable because I love all of his designs for the spellbooks. I think it's all great. So I bet it.
Well, maybe you should contact him.
I would, but I got people
Peculiars.
for that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Uh, okay, we're gonna go through our random roundup here.
Random. Oh, hey, but I want to say something before you do that.
Yes.
I'm a big admirer of like really quality and well-made books, and Modiphius makes some of the best. Their Star Trek game is on the home bundle right now for a good price, and it's for good charity. So if you're even interested in looking at their stuff, I recommend it. They did not put Conan in yet, but they will someday.
Well, yeah.
They're
At
doing
some
Dune.
point.
They're doing Dune, so you know what I think. Anyway, go for it. Random.
Okay, so everybody was interested in this last time we brought it up. So I'm going to click on this so everybody
Make
can
it
look
bigger.
at it. Talk dirty to it. I don't know.
I already have it. It's not doing anything.
So yeah, Frog Folk Villager minis. I mean, this is just I'm
Really?
not a fan of the chibi style. Is that how you say it?
I don't have any idea if you're talking about.
It's the little weird-headed
No,
versions
I
of
know
these.
what you. I'm
See?
just trying to act like tough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
See,
know.
I like the RPG ones. I'm not a fan of the chibis, and I can't paint. Or, more to the point, I won't paint.
Well, and I know that's true because of Hero Quest or Hero Clicks. I was looking everywhere I was on Monday, these used stores. You were right. The one that you want, not there. You
Oh,
find him?
you mean this?
You didn't bother telling somebody who's looking really hard to find your missing grail?
You
You
weren't
found
going to
it?
find it.
Nah.
This is what. So, some of you on my Facebook feed saw that giant box. That was one of the things that was in the giant box.
The
This
other?
is another one. Oh, shit. He's green, so you can't see him. That's awesome. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, this is another giant
He looks
miniature.
terrible. He looks stupid, dude.
Yeah. No, he's like a predator. He's invisible. It's green, so you can't see it. So, yeah, I feel stupid.
So
Uh, all
we're back
right.
there.
Yeah, we're going to go back and look at this
Frogman.
stuff.
I like it.
Sinful from Denmark. I like it.
Denmark's actually a badass country that doesn't get it. Dane Geld just came from that country. I think that's good enough. So, fun in 18 minutes. I saw that Mel Dice. Oh,
Yep.
the
Uh,
Pokemon RPG. Is that by Pokemon? I bet it's not.
New York, New York, Jeremiah Cream Slide. That sounds wrong.
I was just pointing that out. Just back just to watch.
Uh,
All
s
right.
okay, no, we got to look at that because it's 1,400% funded. He had a $50 goal.
Awesome. Awesome. What's the pledge levels like? Two backers or two backers. Sorry. All right. This is a project done out of passion for Pokemon. All right. Okay.
Okay, there is nothing to this one.
Yeah. $1 or more. All right. I have some news for our creator friends, those small publishing people. When I
Yes.
was in the Kickstarter, control panel such, and we're about ready to launch this designing it. It says, do you want to add an item, a reward, or do you want to add an add-on? They added a new button, so you can
Oh,
do add-ons within the Kickstarter platform. It's
great.
not right.
So,
It's just going to be beta tested like next week, but it's going to be really convenient for people who have just one or two extras so they can actually make more stuff. More.
that that is going to be helpful when Crypt of the Science
Science
Wizard
Wizard.
goes
You need to have
on
lightning strike when
Kickstarter.
you say it. When you say it, it should flash at your house with like, bright white light.
I don't want God throwing lightning bolts at me.
Just think
Even
about that.
even I know that's a bad idea.
It's 2020, dude. It couldn't possibly happen to you anymore.
Sure.
All right.
There.
Action pump. Racial pencil topple. Dude, I love that because I had those as a kid. Erasers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Elevate your accessories.
I love mine. I bought a flump, adorable monstrous creature from a game store, from which is the coast, made of flump. That was who you want to give to your girlfriend on her birthday. It's awesome. You need that.
Let's see.
I might need that. That's pretty. You know, this is the kind of thing no one ever chooses to do without Kickstarter. I'm really grateful for crowdfunding,
Yeah.
and so is my wife. No, that's cool. The axe, I dig it. All right, that one's a
Journals.
yes.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I wish I could think of something clever. Oh, hold on, back up, back up.
Which one?
I want to see the one that looks like the sword in the middle.
This one?
Yep, Inspirus. Inspir. I
Oh,
can't
it's
see it.
from Bristol.
Bristol, what, like, oh, in UK?
Yeah.
Pass. Pass, hard pass.
Alyssa has ruined that entire country for us.
Well, I have relatives there, and they said that once she left, it actually got a little better.
I mean, it looks gorgeous.
In, that must be Welsh or something. That must be some language I couldn't even pronounce, dude. So they don't speak just English in England. It's amazing.
Yeah, if you are not prepared for it and you hear somebody speaking Welsh, you're like,
It's
"What?"
not. No, it's not. It's not a language. It's kind of more of a. It's a big crypto puzzle.
Yeah, it's like, please buy a vowel. Use it in your words.
Yeah, they won't do it. Okay, so vehicle mounts, shot glass adventures. Huh, weird. I can see that being big. One of the best things I ever got was one that looked like condoms. The gentleman's single-use monocle.
Yes, that
You
is
get like
fantastic.
four
What
thousand
the
dollars.
hell is going on with Kickstarters going
They
ape
went down
shit?
the other day, actually.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I know. We both know the same reason.
it's crapping
Hey,
out
what?
right
Well,
now.
stop. There's a. I
These
see
are
like a.
already done.
Oh, boo, boo,
I know. I don't know why
boo,
it did that.
boo.
There. Oh, Hotel Lovecraft.
Hmm.
I'm going to go with no.
I don't know. It says Lovecraft in it.
I know. All right.
So, what I found? I didn't even know I had. I was going through looking for some examples for somebody that I'm meeting with RPGs I consider to be very good. The shot clock on Aces and Eights is still one of the coolest things that's ever been inside of a book. And I was so excited to know that one, I had that book that I didn't think I did, and two, it had the shot clock in it still. So, Gabe Meister, I owe you, but it was cool to see how much passion went into an RPG that I can admire. You know what I mean? Because I spent a lot of time complaining about RPGs.
Well, I mean, there used to be a time when people gave a shit, and I think that that is really coming back with the small publishers doing the zines and the people kind of doing the grassroots self-publishing stuff. Yeah.
No, I think that some of the coolest stuff's coming out this way, so I'm excited. I'm excited enough that I even wrote something the first time in years. I'm excited about that too. So
Well, that is wonderful. You get to dive back into the cesspool of listening to people's opinions about what you write.
oh, they're going to hate it right away, because I assure you, because it kind of messes with the magic system and doesn't make a whole lot of sense organic with the game, but it's funny. And it tells a story about basically everything going chaotic for the smallest things.
Joke them if they can't take a fuck.
Yeah. Scry Havoc. It's called Scry Havoc is the name of it. So,
There we go.
yeah. So,
Yes, Jim Wampler, you and Tom Tullis did break Kickstarter, and we're very cross about it.
well, Tom Tullis, you would think he could, like, afford to bribe them open or anything like that. I just think he likes to watch the world burn.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he wants a flamethrower. I don't know why he
I
doesn't
have a
just
flamethrower for my
build
kid.
one.
You think he'd go buy one? He just is lazy.
No, no, Tom wants a man-sized flamethrower.
Well, no, I have it. I have
Yours
a very
is yours
no.
is
I don't have
fl-
that one. I have a bigger one now.
yours is a flamethrower with training wheels.
No, the other one. First one was a creme brulee torch. The second one was a flamethrower. Damn you! Damn you for ruining my fun.
The minute you say creme brulee, your flamethrower loses all credibility.
It's a sec. Never mind. Forget it. I'm cooler than you are, and you just don't know it yet.
I think we've established that over the years of our friendship.
Possibly. Well, I certainly
I
would
don't
eat.
think that was ever in doubt.
When it comes to like actually what we eat, you don't have as much adventure for that. That's just true.
No, no.
But a flamethrower would help.
It, except for, now I will say, when you took me to the creepy part of town and we got tacos, that was amazing.
I. It was creepy too.
I don't know why there was an entire parking lot full of kittens
Yeah,
It
what are
greeted
those
us the
cats
first
called?
time.
Is it like a kindle of cats? What do you call it? Herd? I don't know. Anyway, it was bigger than that. It was like a buffalo roamed again.
Yeah, I think a herd of kittens is called an adorable.
Oh God. Wah,
Yeah, but it
wah.
was so weird because then we went back the second night and there were none.
Yep. And they were called a
Not a
buffet.
single one.
The herd of those kids was then buffet.
Yeah. No, God, that was
Speedy's
great.
Tacos on 40th Street. It was awesome. It's over 24 hours. John Wick and I and Skeeter had some. They were great.
Oh man, so good. Yeah. Uh, all right. So what else are we doing?
Well, I can talk about a few things that are interesting.
Talk about a few things that are interesting.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that something I can't talk much more about except to say that RPGs took a actual response to somebody who is a complete bigot and racist, and when we can announce stuff about it, I will. I just want everybody to know that it's fun to be on the right side of this stuff because I hate most of the politics stuff that goes on because I want to concentrate on games, but there comes a time when really is something that needed to be addressed, and so I was
Right.
glad to see that going.
Uh,
And Matt's going to kill me for saying anything about it at all, but it isn't. I just wanted everybody to know there is bad stuff in this country and it can be fixed. I'm happy about it.
every once in a while, the doing the right thing actually makes a difference.
Yeah, and just wanted everybody. 2020 has been a crappy year, but there's lots of things that happen that nobody gets to see that it still makes our country good and makes people I know great. So
Yep. So I do see. I don't know if Levi is still in the chat, but
who?
Levi Combs
I think it was yesterday, dude. Ed Bickford's way cooler, dude.
and Planet X Games is going to have a Kickstarter that starts very soon.
Is it for that phylactery book again?
It is for that Phylactery book
I'm
the
down.
second.
It was good.
I still want to know if my tagline is the one that is being used for that book because it was the
Can
best.
I guess what it is?
What was it? What
Does
do
it
you think?
rhyme with the two?
No.
Electric? Is it electric?
No. That was
No.
the one that he couldn't use.
Oh, okay.
No.
Which
My
one was it? What'd you say?
I'm not going to say because he wants to unveil that and I don't want to rain on his parade. I'm
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna tell you
not
what.
the parade rainer.
Oh, you are.
I
Just
am.
don't. You always do it accidentally.
It's not always an accident.
Yeah, but it's close enough.
It's surprising how often it happens for being an accident. Uh oh, hold on. I have
What?
another. Since you were talking about hero clicks, I have
Yes.
more of my hero clicks that I've gotten
Oh
recently
boy.
that I need to show.
Okay, you need to be able to make sure you put them close to the camera so I can actually see what the hell they are.
All right. So this one, shit, is green, so you can't see it. Oh, look at you. I found a watcher.
Or what?
He is Uatu the Watcher.
Okay.
You are not a
I don't
comic
know anything
book.
about them. What are they exactly? I've seen them.
So
Is it a game?
yeah, HeroClix is miniatures based. You can have it. It's like superhero game, and it's like a skirmish game for miniatures. I don't use them for that. I use them to sit on my shelf and inspire me to write things that are super fucked up in my brain.
That would make sense.
Uh, so wait, I'm gonna
Wait,
get one
show
more.
another one.
I'm gonna get one more.
This is funny. Hmm.
Oh shit! This one almost fell down.
I knew it.
Hey, it's Satan. Even you should know who this is, Zach.
Tick.
That is not the Tick.
I don't know.
That is Galactus, the Eater of Worlds.
Nope, don't know him.
The Tick? Jesus, man, what is wrong with you?
A lot.
Uh,
So I
I
did buy I bought a General Zod action figure the other day.
who's
So I
General
thought-
Zod?
No, stop it. Kneel before me. Kneel before me, Skeeter. Kneel before Zod. But
Well done. I'm proud that you know that.
what's scaring me is what's all in his backpack. Now I remember what it was.
Oh boy. Is that your go bag?
No, this is what's going to be for Sliver Mike.
Oh.
Some various, things like got books like his own book.
Hey, I just sold that book.
I didn't buy it
I
from
think you
you,
did.
not from you. Anyway, so I'm going through it's like, oh, that's cool, and then I run into the problematic socks, and
There's
I'm
nothing
gonna
wrong with those.
no, I think it's pretty nice because I want to make sure Mike wears them because it was in with his Satan module. It must be his.
Oh yeah, no.
That's all.
That would be fetching.
No,
I
I
I
believe that
do I do hope that North Texas comes back next year.
I do too. But we had a pretty good time when we were basically like 12 people in the audience and doing it on live. There was a lot of fun stuff that, Rob Ballard showed up. That wasn't fun, but the rest of it was good.
He's awful.
He's not fun. It's just true.
He needs adult size underwear
He needs worse than that. I'm going to buy him a pair of those that say,
and pants.
well, I saw that pair that says speak friend and enter on it. Dude, I'm going to buy those for him, dude.
That is awful. Now, on that note,
All right.
with the mental scrubbing that everyone needs, I think that's our show for this week.
Well, it's only going to go downhill from here because I have a
Yes.
few things. Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh. Are you in trouble?
Yeah, I'm in trouble because you made me back that the Dungeon Squishy thing last time, and I got humiliated over it. My wife.
Oh, it's all right.
Everybody who backed the Squishy one because we all want to have those. Don't listen to Jen.
All right.
All right, man. Pleasure, Skeeter Rocky. I want to say, way to go, brother. Yep. Skeeter's right
Do
by the
good,
haircut.
Rocky.
Way to go.
We're happy for you, brother.
We are. And look, there's Ian right next to him. And I know
Yes.
he's rooting for Rocky. That's the way he's looking right there.
Yep. He's
Yep.
he's trying to tongue his ear.
As he does. But you know what? That makes Rocky stronger. Kind of like fish, right?
Yeah. I'm sure
All
that's
right,
it.
Rocky, take care of yourself. Kendra, thanks a lot, by the way.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Adios.
Hey, you spoke another language.
And we're